Hey guys, wanted to show you how to set up your calendar for setting up the calendar leads. If you'll go to calendly.com, see here, Calendly, just go calendly.com. You'll want to sign up. I'm going to go ahead and log in because I already have an account. But once you go in, it'll actually sync with your Gmail calendar. Sign in. It'll ask you a couple questions. You can actually skip through them. But once you get in there, it will try to get you to sync it up with either your Gmail calendar, iCloud calendar, something like that. I'd recommend Gmail. Everybody's got Gmail, so you can use your Google Calendar. And if you don't, just go create you a Gmail email address just for this. And so what you're going to do when you log in, you're going to want to create a new event type. Okay, and when you click on that, it'll ask you one-on-one or group. Just go ahead and hit create. I'm going to go ahead and back out and kind of show you what I've got in ours. So you go to navigating final expense benefits. That's what we're going to name it. So navigating final expense benefits 2019. Obviously, we're getting closer to 2020. Make sure you come in there and change this. You can put any kind of description in here. I've left this blank. That's up to you, whatever you want to do. And then whatever your event link, just put the word consult, something short, simple in there. You can change the color if you want. Then just hit save and close. All right. Now that's not the only thing you want to do. Then you want to go to when can people book this event? Now you're like, well, I'm going to be there for an hour. Don't change it to an hour. Just set it to 15 minutes. Then go to date range, edit that to 3 days. That's means like if it's Monday, they're only going to be able to see events on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. But either way, they can't, book it out a weekend and a half. Okay. Make sure they'll see their availability in local time. Just don't mess with that one. And then now you can set the hour. So you can go into each day and you can say, all right, I'm available from 9 to 12 and then 5 to 8. Okay. And you can apply this to all Mondays or you can apply this to every day. But you can go in there and do that, and you can set what times you're available for each day. Go into advance. Make sure you change this to 30-minute increment slots. And then minimum scheduling notice, I always want to put something in there, 6 hours. So that way, if somebody gets on there at 4 a.m., they can't schedule something for, if they schedule it for 10 a.m., you at least know that they scheduled, right? Some people want to even go out further and put, 12 hours away or whatever. Max events per day, if you don't want more than six scheduled events, they can only do six. Then always put the buffers in. This is a big deal because sometimes leads are spread out, right? You might have one that's 25 miles to your east, and the other one's 35 miles to your west. Well, it's going to take you an hour or more to drive that far. So by putting buffers in between your events, if somebody sets up at 11 o'clock, the next person won't be able to set an event for until 1 o'clock, and so that'll just give them that space. So make sure you always save and close at the end. You're almost done. Then you want to go to invitee questions. All right. Name, email, that's always there. What's your address and phone number? Okay. What's your closest cross street to your home? Is there an apartment to get in? Now, I've actually changed this. So, what I like to ask here is this a mobile home, apartment? I can't spell apartment or a house. Okay. And make it required so they have to answer it. All right. And then if you live in an apartment, is there a code to the door or gate? All right. And have them get that and answer that. So what we're trying to do here is get their correct address and phone number just in case they accidentally fat fingered it when they were giving us our number before. And then why are we asking them this question? Is this a mobile home, apartment, or house? Well, sometimes folks will think, oh, you're just coming to, mail me something or you're going to call me or whatever. Look, we wouldn't be asking these two questions right here if we weren't coming to their house. Now, I would still recommend if they schedule on your calendar, just show up at the scheduled time, treat it like a door knock. If they do, or you can just call them when they schedule. So if they schedule for 11 a.m., call them up. Hey, Miss Mary, saw you scheduled on my calendar for 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm actually coming from the other side of town. Is it okay if I push you back to 11:30? You still going to be home then? Okay, great. So you're kind of confirming without confirming. Then save and close. Go down to the notifications. Make sure you turn all of these off. Okay, even anything. I don't want anything to go out to them. Don't send them a cancellation policy. Just don't send them anything. Because look, these folks are professional procrastinators. They're final expense prospects. If you give them the opportunity to cancel, they will take it. All right, confirmation page. Usually you'll only have this option here unless you're paying for the pro version. So on the free version, you can only display the confirmation page. So that's it. Now, once you get this done, before you get done placing your order, make sure you save this, you save it, you go back. Then on the box here, okay, navigating final expense benefits, copy this link. All right, now that's copied. Now, if you go anywhere, let me open up something here and backspace that. If you hit Control V or right click and paste, it's been copied, so you can paste it. So then you would go in the order form and put that in there. Do not send this to us afterwards, please. Just make sure you're putting this in beforehand. If you miss it on the first try, no worries. Only about 20% of the people on average will schedule. It's nice. Some weeks you'll have 40, 50%. Just make sure you do this beforehand, before your next order. And when you're placing your order, there's a place to put your calendar link. All right, if you got any questions, just let me know. Thanks, guys.